everyone, quick thing, right off the bat, we now have an email, the Shenanigans Podcast at gmail.com. So if you're interested in sending us any fan mail, or hate mail, or suggestions, or just nothing, that's the Shenanigans Podcast at gmail.com. That's TheShenanigans podcast at gmail.com. Alright, thanks for listening and enjoy the show. This episode of the Shenanigans Podcast is brought to you by Radio Shack. If you find one, go inside. Okay, now intro. Hello and welcome to the Shenanigans Podcast. I'm your host, I guess, Riff, and with me are...
Carl.
Furcon.
Michael Pyle.
Felipe.
Noah, is your mic off?
The question we are answering this week is, as many of you know, The Incredibles 2 is coming out. So I thought the question this week could be, let's assume that you're a super in the world of The Incredibles. What would your superpower be? And then also, your superhero identity and who'd your archenemy be? Who wants to go first?
Well, first, a few clarifying questions.
Yeah.
If we're in the world of The Incredibles, does that mean that all powers already mentioned in The Incredibles are off limits?
No, but that would make you kind of boring.
Is this a mirror or not?
Ryan, can you hear us?
Hello. Hi.
Okay, I was just telling them the question of the week is, let's assume you're in the world of The Incredibles. What would your superpower be? Super identity? And also, what would your archenemy be?
And then Carl's over here. You got the good end of this stick.
So, who would like to go first? If none of you have thought about this yet,
I've
I can go first.
I've thought a lot about it.
Okay.
So aggressive with that mic. Can we put it back, please? You don't grab the mic. You speak into it.
The floor recognizes Mr. Pyle. Please inform us.
My superpower
Yes.
is the ability to stop time.
Okay.
I would be called.
Let him finish, and then you can.
My name would be Dr. Clock.
Okay.
My villain, my nemesis, would be me from an alternate timeline where I never got my medical degree.
And in that time, or that alternate version of you, what would his powers?
Same, except he never took the Hippocratic Oath, so he's allowed to hurt people.
Oh shit.
Oh, that does sound dangerous. So wait, so what would his name be?
It would be Dr. Clock. He didn't change his name.
Wait,
That
so
sounds confusing though, like for branding.
yeah.
What's clock back?
Like if
Clock Doctor.
Like, do you have a PhD?
Okay, yeah, that
or
works.
You, like, just like a...
You'd have to buy the drcock.com website. So that,
I am positive
That's
without
probably
looking that
bought
up.
already.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
either
that's
way.
already registered. Anyways,
There we go.
I've been spit on so much sharing this mic.
Michael, describe for me a typical day in the life of Dr. Clock.
His days are endless because he can stop time.
Oh, right.
Is that his own power, stopping time?
Yeah, what do you
'Cause
do
that's
with this
kinda like-
power?
He's also
Yeah.
a surgeon,
So
and
So
he
you mean,
has
like-
first aid training.
are you doing surgery while you're freezing time or unrelated?
He stops time so he can perform surgery without time being important.
So this is kind of like a cheap-ass Doctor Strange.
No,
You're
'cause
like-
No,
Doctor
it's
Strange-
entirely
Dr. Strange
different.
can't operate on
He can
people
reverse
anymore. His
time.
hands are
They're
broken.
both named
That is
Doctor, if that's
Not-
the connection.
They're
Not all
legal first
doctors
names.
are
They're
the
both
same,
weird
Ryan.
as fuck. No, I'm joking.
can we get Carl's take on this?
Yes, let's get
Let's
Carl's
get to
take.
Carl's segment.
Carl, lean in as much as you want.
I don't have anything to offer.
That was
That was
the Carl segment.
If,
All right.
if you hear from him again, he's been replaced
Carl
by Vincent.
segment.
Who has an answer paired? Philippe? Sorry,
A.
Philippe.
Felipe A? Nah.
I'm
So
not Canadian.
I have an interesting superpower. It's basically I have a set of superpowers, but they only work under the influence of drugs.
Okay, but
And-
like, what will your character
Like, you have to
be?
take
Like,
credit.
we're
You
not
need
talking
to
about
specify
yourself
that,
right
Felipe.
now in real life.
No. Like I'm thinking, like depending on which drug I take, I get a superpower related to that drug. So if I drop acid, I get the ability to transcend space and time, but I can't focus on the bad guys. And my arch nemesis would just be the police. So
Oh, it's
What
Rick
would your
Sanchez.
what would your
That sounds kind of hypocritical, like kind of defeating yourself.
So if you took like steroids, would you suddenly be like really good at baseball?
I'd be the Flash.
Okay, makes
Fair
sense.
enough.
Wouldn't that be speed if you just took speed?
No.
Well, I mean,
Speed would make you the Flash.
Are you
That makes
serious?
more sense.
Steroids makes you need to rethink. Steroids is the Hulk, obviously.
Yeah, or like the Thing.
well, I mean, it doesn't have to be preset powers. Like I'm
Can it
thinking.
work for any substance? Like if someone fed you a rock, would
No,
you
no,
turn
it
into
has
What
to
would
be-
Plan B be if someone gave you Plan
It
B?
has to be. It has to be
Oh,
a
no.
mind-altering
what about
substance.
Viagra?
Oh God, let's not go there.
What if someone
to
gives you
women.
like an antidepressant? You suddenly vomit rainbows at
Why not? Like the idea is that like
That's-
it's not it's like you
It's
get the
rivaling
superpower,
everyone.
you get the superpower from the drug, but you're also on the drug.
Oh, like real drugs.
Yeah.
What would your super name be?
It would be Dr. Alto, which
Why
is
is everyone a doctor?
because I use chemicals,
That's
bro.
cool.
Okay, well that
Nice.
makes sense. I want to say give the police who are chasing you a fun name to a villain name. Maybe they're a syndicate.
Like the
The UCPD.
Sure.
There you go. Why not?
Ryan, you're next. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I haven't actually come up with a superhero thing because I thought we were talking about boys. Probably,
You can mix that together.
yeah.
Yeah, use one
Your
to
power
answer the
might
other.
be boys.
Anyone I touch becomes a boy.
So it's like the Midas
It
touch.
seems like
yeah.
a very
Yeah.
dangerous power.
the my dick touch.
And when you
Yeah,
say
there-
boy, do you mean
there
like
we
a
go.
young boy?
How boys?
Like how legal is this, Ryan?
It's like a random number generator, so it's random. So if I touch you,
what? So like it could be a toddler.
yeah,
It could be a
basically.
straight
So
up-
anything from age 1 to age.
Wait, that's not
But-
a boy though. If you turn someone 71 years old, they're not a boy.
I've
Well,
seen some
yeah,
old boys.
What
Wait,
if you're
so-
what if you're on a lovely evening with a woman, just in this scenario?
Yeah, and like we're having a date, and then we're
Then she's like, let's
Oh.
let's have intercourse, I call it.
right, and I try to get my glove,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wait,
Does your
Nah.
penis also have
Boy.
these powers or just your hands?
I'm
I mean-
assuming it's his whole body.
you probably yeah.
So like wherever he's
exposed to
walking
flesh.
on the ground, the sidewalk turns into small boys.
or just
No,
like
he has
dildos.
shoes on though. If he walks barefoot.
Wait, so
We all know Ryan would walk barefoot.
let me just get this straight though. So you're turning any touch into a like
Just
mid-20s
a
attractive
male, yeah.
or you just turn them into a male?
There might-
Ryan,
Any
what,
could-
you run the risk of
Yeah, but you're trying to make it
exterminating
not
the
be.
entire world population, though, if
Yeah.
you
I
turn
think the whole
everyone into
campus
boys.
is-
who would be your nemesis?
Women
Him.
make too many
Wouldn't be
boys in the
shopping.
world, probably, and there's not enough women, and then they turn against me.
How about Pussy Riot?
And what would your hero name be? Assuming you're a hero and not a deranged lunatic.
boy.
Boy, yeah.
Can I
That's,
quickly draw attention to the fact that
well.
we are 7 men doing a podcast?
Are
With
we really
7
like
men
that?
with 3
Men.
microphones?
And there's I came up with some like I'm doing this sorry to sidetrack, but like I came up with this like mental exercise that I think it's like fun to try out, where it's you come up with like 5 slogans a day.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just I came up with one yesterday, and
It sounds like you're behind.
I stopped doing it. I've stopped doing it, but like I just tell people
He
to like do
realized.
it. You know,
Great exercise.
just like here, try this. I haven't done it, but I'm sure it works.
Can you give an
kinda looks like
example?
you
So
stopped all
What
exercise.
is
I'm
it
assuming this
supposed
is
to
your superpower.
So the slogan is, take that to the bank and smoke it.
Hold up. That is a thing people said in like
Is that
movies
5
before.
words?
No, that's 2 things put together. Like
Yeah, you can't be like, oh, my slogan is look both ways before you cross the street. and
No,
then
but that's
pat
one
yourself on the
slogan
back.
that
Bridge when we come to it. That's called it's called a malaphor.
Michael, take that to the
It's called a
bank and
saying.
smoke it. Okay.
I thought it was a malaproper.
Well,
No,
I've
it's
only
like-
seen it written.
It's like you can take that to the bank, like hell yeah, and then it's also that mixed with put that in your pipe and smoke
No,
it.
we know that.
Yeah,
what
so,
you're
like, why
doing,
aren't you
that's called a
laughing?
malaphor,
But,
and
however-
there are
Going back
Freshman
to like
touches
this,
everything.
take
We
that
know
to the
that.
bank and smoke it. In the context of taking something to a bank
Uh-huh.
and smoking it, and also 1930s crime, that could mean shooting people in the bank, like you smoke someone.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
definitely.
divert to Carl.
Well,
Wait.
is this the time period your identity exists in, Felipe? Because there's drugs and 1930s crime?
There's drugs now.
I
There's
mean,
more
but
drugs now.
more drugs.
We
and
always
crime.
come back to drugs.
Can you do like an
That's
old timey
different.
1930s voice?
Ah, gee, I sure would like to.
All right, anytime you're ready. All right.
Well, you got me there, son.
What is Furcon? Give another slogan so that like one we
Okay,
can't
I'll
make fun of.
I like this one. That's a bro right there. So hold on, let me.
Is this still part of the slogan?
Yeah.
So-
Let
Can I
me.
just-
It could go either ways. It could be like a negative or a positive. Like you see some dude being like weird to a chick at a party, you'd be like, "That's a bro right there." You know, like like that's a bro right there. Or you could see like a bro just like walking to like an old lady across the street, and then you could be like, "Yo, that's a bro right there." Like hell yeah, that dude's being a bro. Like that's a bro right there. So I like that it could go both ways.
I feel like the definition you gave us was just saying the phrase over and over. Like you went, no, let me explain. It's like when you see a bro and you go, that's a bro right there. Let's assume we all assemble into a team at one point after building up a shared universe. What should our slogan be as a team?
drugs and boys.
Boys is
Boys on
right.
drugs.
The boys.
I mean, I'm assuming it'd be like a battle cry. If you want to shout drugs and boys at people.
Although,
Hey.
Fergo, can I just say, you keep saying slogan, but I think you mean idiom.
Or
I think you mean
catchphrase.
catchphrase, yeah.
Catchphrase.
I think you just
Hey,
mean
it's not an
sentence.
idiot.
Yeah, a sentence is good because it's vague and you can just do whatever you
So a
want.
sentence.
Yeah, just like, come
Just
up with
come
5
up-
sentences a
Just-
day.
just-
Man, I'm writing an essay right now. You know how many sentences I came up with today?
No.
One.
But like good ones, like 5 good sentences,
Wow,
you know?
he's calling out
Dude,
your
my
sentences.
topic sentences are fire. If I wanted to.
Someone in the chat just wrote W-E-B Du Bois. Like,
I love that.
Pronounced
Well, out of the water.
Dubois.
Du Bois. Like, what? Thanks,
Bois.
Rafe, Mr. High
It's we
School.
Dubois.
Yeah, like,
I'm not Mr. High School.
I've got a good
We're in
slogan.
college. Furkan, how did your date go?
Which one?
The one that we talked about last
Oh,
time.
my prom date?
Yeah.
Well, she said yes, and we went together. So that
Aw.
Was there any, stuff that would excite Ryan?
Yeah. Any girls into
Any-
boys?
W-
Kinda...
okay, so
Any-
I'm not one to do this normally. But we did hug.
Oh.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's
Very-
like first base.
Very
That's
good.
all right.
Now, was there any stuff that would excite me?
like drugs.
Or
Enough with the
boys.
drugs.
Boys.
Enough with the drugs.
Well, he did bite off her arm at the end of the night.
Rafe, I told you that in confidence.
Yeah, but like I told these guys in confidence. They're not going to tell other people.
Sir, are you a praying mantis, perchance?
I feel attacked.
Anyways,
bet she did.
Yeah.
I have a thing with one of my friends where when I don't see her, I send her a list of whatever catchphrases I would have for the week.
Oh, it's a similar exercise.
Yeah, so like this week I went with a man listens, a slave obeys. Because I just thought that's something I would say.
Right.
But hold up, wait. Everyone has said so far is like in Game of Thrones and shit. Like,
I've never
Take
heard
that
of
to
that.
the bank
I've
and
only
smoke
seen
it.
one episode.
Daenerys said
You know
that
the
in
classic
catchphrase,
Game of
I'm telling you.
Thrones
Wait.
phrase,
That's
drugs
a
and
bro.
boys.
Remember when Tyrion Lannister was like, dude, that dude's being a bro. That's a bro. That's a bro right
That's a
there.
bro.
I ain't got no hand, and that's a bro.
All right, Noah, we need to get to you. We're on a time crunch,
Oh, yeah.
as
So,
far as you know.
mine is real thought out. I'm going to be Optiman.
Okay.
I have, instead of 20/20 vision, I have 22,000 vision.
2020 hindsight.
Okay.
No, you already
Anyone-
answered.
And
Does
my-
anyone know what 2020 means or how it scales up? when
It means you
make
can
Yeah.
see 20 things at once
Exactly.
in each eye.
Now-
It's at 20
If,
feet
if you're
away.
not going to look it up, then it's true.
At 20 feet away, you can see what other people, someone with perfect vision, can see at 20 feet away. So if you have like 10/20 vision, what you see at 10 feet, other people can see at 20 feet. So if I have 2020,
You
then-
can't see anything.
No,
Now-
then things 2,000 feet away, I can see like it's like right in front of me.
Okay,
So can you-
But
you're-
you're being
so
very
Sherlock.
farsighted.
I'm a support hero, guys. I just find shit out from
How
a
about,
distance.
how about things?
You're the scout.
Right-
You would
I'm
need
a
to wear
helicopter
reading
without the
glasses all the
snapping.
Can
time.
you see things that are right in front of your
Of
face?
course, yeah. I've really, really good vision.
How many fingers am I holding up right now?
20 is
I
the
don't have my
standard.
glasses on.
How many
That's the-
fingers am I holding up behind the glass?
The ironic thing
He's
is
got
I
no
wear
fingers.
glasses.
Trick question.
Carl took an optometry class.
So wait, does that mean that
Tw-
something
20
that's...
Are you saying that 20 is like the standard,
Yeah.
and then it's like a compare like then there's
Felipe, you said he
20,000.
took a class
Now-
on this.
Now,
He
Me,
just
no, I
has really
didn't.
good eyesight.
I have no
Furkan
idea
said
how they
that.
do it on the metric system, so maybe it's like yards or meters or some shit.
I think
but
20 feet is like
Definitely
16
not
meters.
meters. 20
around.
meters is a fuck ton.
Does anyone know what 2020 means?
Can we let Carl speak his truth,
just
please?
find
Can we
it.
let Carl speak your truth?
Okay.
On what? On anything?
Optometry.
Furkan, you built him
Optometry?
up.
Real eyes, realize, realize.
That's been the Carl segment.
Ba, ba, ba.
So your power is you can see real far,
Yeah,
like a
super
hawk.
far. Like yes,
Like a hawk that's attached to another hawk that's using it as binoculars.
So-
yeah, sure. Yeah.
So does that mean that something that's 2,000 feet away, you can see it as if it were 20 feet away for someone with 20/20 vision? If my math is correct?
Yes, you are correct.
That sounds
Okay.
really bad if you're interacting with close-up things.
I meant. Let's
your-
just say I meant 20,000 miles.
Can you adjust your eyes
I
like
can
a camera
see
lens?
space. Yes.
That was in
Like you're
What
like
good
you're
is
talking
that?
to a friend and they're like, "Oh,
Where
I
the-
love the sunset," and you go,
In case there's like an asteroid coming, I could see 20,000 miles and just be fine and be like, guys, we're gonna have to deal with this.
But wait, I have so many
So it
questions.
doesn't
I have
sound
so
like-
many questions.
I
'cause,
feel
like,
a lot of this is
Sounds
straightforward
like-
though.
You just
It is. It's really straightforward. It's just fucking great eyes. What
just
the,
wait,
notice
wouldn't
the
there be
brown
so
eyes,
much
real
clutter
eyes.
though?
How
Like,
does that
wouldn't you
help
get like
solve
way
it?
too much information and you wouldn't know like what to focus on? Like, you could see individual specks of dust.
do you when
Wait,
I don't have
no,
22.
What are you guys
vision.
talking about? Jesus Christ.
No,
on,
wait,
vision.
Furkan, your
Alright.
job is
My
to
arch
listen to
nemesis.
what they're talking
Hey,
about.
you started the podcast. You deal with the consequences.
I start the podcast.
in Noah's example,
Sorry, Rafe.
the man saw an asteroid, and then he was like, "Guys, we have to deal with this."
yeah.
What did
I'm a
he didn't do
support
anything.
hero. What about
Well, who
that
do you
not
tell?
understand?
He's like a sniper without the sniping.
Okay.
He's
Like,
You know what? I'm also very good at guns.
who is arch nemesis?
Yeah, who's your arch nemesis, and what powers do they have?
So my arch nemesis is Crusto Man.
Okay.
He wears a giant suit of like panko breadcrumbs.
Okay. That's
it's
very
that
specific.
texture. But he what he does is kind of like in the blowing a kiss, he just go, and it shoots this panko crust that gets into people's eyes.
Oh.
That's why he's my
That's
nemesis.
just his
'Cause
Saturday
he
night.
blocks vision. Yes,
So what would you do
Wait,
once
wait,
you're
no.
blinded with panko?
Actually, I think you're mistaken. I think your real arch nemesis would be nighttime.
I mean, if he had night vision goggles.
Yeah.
Then I'm-
Then
fine.
he can only see as well as the goggles can.
No, but he can like see further with his eyes.
you could change your name to Nightwing
Copyright.
or the Dark
okay.
Knight.
Well, you'd be Daredevil
The
at
Dark
night
Knight.
because you'd essentially be blind.
All right, should we move on to the next person?
Sure, yeah.
That'd be you.
That would be me. So my idea was
Hey, let's move on to the next person. Oh, it's me. I'll answer the question. Okay.
It's
I believe
completely skipping
Rafe
over
was
Carl.
next.
So, have you guys seen Guardians of the Galaxy #2, Volume 2? So, Chris Pratt's father, he's like, hey, I look like Kurt Russell, but also I'm a planet with a face. So I thought, what better way to fight crime than turning into a planet with a face?
Wait, who said we were fighting crime?
Oh,
Like in the film, he like implodes and dies. 'Cause
Spoiler, dude.
Would that the same happen to you? Like,
no. Well, that only happened to him because, like, people tunneled into his creamy center or something, and
Right,
there were
yeah.
also 100 gold people. Anyways, oh, and a baby Groot. There are no baby Groots in real life.
I love
so,
Baby Groot.
Aw.
look, assuming I wanted to fight crime or at least throw rad parties, my power would be I can float through space if I want without suffocating through the vacuum, and then I can just turn into a planet, like poof. And then,
Oh, that's my power when I do shrooms.
yes, no, that's how we do team-ups. Or maybe like you're my father in this scenario. So like, let's say there's a criminal, like Dr. Panko or whatever.
No, for the record, he is not a doctor. No one in my
Liberal
crime
arts
fighting-
major Panko.
No, yes, thank you.
Panko MD.
Mr. Panko, he's throwing crumbs in people's faces.
In people's eyes.
In people's eyes, and they're like, I can't see, there's delicious panko in my eyes. And I go, I'll save you, sir or madam. And I go, phew. I turn into a planet the size of Mars, and I just roll around the earth squishing him.
Wait. No, I discovered another arch nemesis for your superhero. Chopped onions.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that really fucks with me.
Yeah, no.
That was
Or
that was
just-
a sad episode.
oh, yeah, or like, come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
I
didn't
mean,
we
pretty
think
much
of that,
Citrus,
Noah?
Too.
Yeah,
To be honest,
How many people are
Turning
waiting
the
to
lights
come?
yeah.
off.
How many have gone to the
There's
eyes
a
of the victims?
blinking.
If I had said I had like super hearing, so I could hear things far away, would that have been better?
No.
Or is there
Honestly,
just
I
no
think that's just
pleasing
bad-
you?
Honestly, super hearing would have been better.
all right.
That's why we have good eyesight. We have satellites for that.
So my other
And telescopes.
strategy
telescopes.
There you go.
for dealing with criminals is I'll
Right.
hand out, like, let's say there's a bunch of terrorists. Let's call them the Get Along Gang or something. So I pass out pamphlets. I'm like, hey, free rocket ship to go to this planet that's just dangling up there in the sky. And they get there. And then they're like, all right, cool. What's at this cool planet? And then I turn back into a human and they all suffocate. And I'm like, once again, a hero's work is done.
There's a more sinister way of doing that, which is you take them to an actual planet, and then Ryan touches all of them so they're all the same gender and they can't procreate,
Oh, that's a good one.
and their entire
Yeah.
lineage dies over
But
the
they'll
course
still,
of
they
decades.
can still commit terrorism as young boys.
That's
On another planet?
Isn't that Mykonos?
Oh,
What if I
let's
tunneled
not
into
let's
the
not
center of
get
the Earth
started
and
with
became a
Mykonos. It is a dark place.
Anyways, I'm sure you're wondering who my archenemy would be.
Yes.
You know how Captain Planet would fight villains who would just be like, I'm making sludge for the sake of sludge, or I'm making this product that like
Wait,
cures cancer,
is-
but I'm not making it because it cures cancer. I'm making it because it kills puppies every time I make one. So my enemy would be a classic 80s movie real estate man who hates the environment and then also acts like a Captain Planet villain.
And
All
just
right,
like
that-
slowly
that would-
poisons
So
the
Or
Don,
like
environment.
a flat
so Don
earther.
Draper in the 80s.
You know, I'm just going to say it's the villain Loot and Plunder, which is a real villain from Captain Planet.
Is that the one with like the 5 kits and the 5 rings? And
No,
they,
that
like,
is
they like
Avatar.
very environmentally friendly, and they
You're
make
thinking
like
of
a sca-
Avatar, but with rings and an
Okay.
extra element.
Okay.
New people, introduce
Yes, let's do
yourselves,
it, let's
or
do
the
it.
whole thing devolves
Person.
into chaos again.
My name is Kaushik,
And he put his earphones in the wrong way.
Now he's crying.
Just
Thanks
to
a
be
lot for
clear,
calling.
that's Kaushik, like cow shit with a K.
Don't say
Wow.
that, dude. This man is my LinkedIn
is-
friend.
By the way, it's not K instead of a C. It's K instead of a W.
Wow, shit.
No, it's
shit.
Kaukshik, but it's pronounced Kaushik.
Cock
It's like
shit.
milkshake, but
Like
cow
cock
shake.
shakes.
And then in the other booth, we got
I want a milkshake.
Oh yeah, welcome Vincent.
Vincent, introduce yourselves.
How are you?
Or people
I-
get confused.
I am Vincent. That is my name. Yeah.
oh my
that's
goodness,
my
such a
introduction.
great
I like it.
voice.
Yeah.
Very
It's so
smooth.
sensual.
This is
Your name
this
is just the
NPR. My name is DJ Wyatt Sinak.
Hi, this is the Shenanigans Podcast. So now we play some Michael and Robert. Hey guys. Hail Satan.
Rafe was not happy about that whispering.
Vincent, because
Turned on, that's
because you
why.
are retroactively the first person in the circle, that means we must go to you for your answer to the question of the week, which is assume you're in The Incredibles. Picture it.
I'm picturing it.
Okay, what superpower do you have? What's your superpower name? And who's your enemy?
I think I would be Strongman.
Okay,
Classic
And-
name.
Yeah. And my
I'm
power.
assuming you have like invisibility powers or something.
I only accept it as long as you have a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, I see where you're
Necessary.
going with that. No, but
Can you
actually,
do a voice of a handlebar mustache man from Vaudeville, Felipe?
No.
I'm gonna lift these bricks.
Oh, that.
Hey.
Exactly.
See,
no one
see,
nailed it.
There you go.
I don't know why you don't
No
try
one's good at
Felipe.
that.
So now, Felipe, you do it.
Ah, see, I'm gonna lift these bricks. See, I'm a very strong man. See, with my mustache. My mustache is the source of my strength. See?
Okay, so feel free.
Why did you say
Feel free to start whenever
Yeah,
you
Felipe,
want.
if you need us to tell you what voice. Okay, Vincent, so
Yeah.
what would your powers be?
My power is I would have the strength to overcome what all those
Adversity?
clowns did to me at that cabin.
It's your arch nemesis.
My arch nemesis is, I guess, I mean, it would be hypothetically if this actually happened, the haunting dream we get from the memory.
Whoa.
Twist. His biggest enemy was himself.
So,
It was
He had
love.
to
It was
overcome himself.
family.
Yeah.
assuming
This
the,
is like a motivational life movie.
assuming
Is
the,
it though?
Assuming the dreams are personified into a humanoid figure,
Oh, okay.
what would the
Haunting
name?
Dream Man.
Perfect. What has
Doctor
been the
Haunting Dream Man.
Or like
What? Yeah, what's been the
dreamy.
best name we've come up with so far?
Dr. Cock.
That wasn't even a real one.
What's that? Was that a
Optiman.
superhero?
Yeah, I want to be an art history major just so I can get a doctorate. And then when people are like, "Is there a doctor? There's an emergency," I'll be like, "I'm a doctor."
You're like on the
And
plane.
then they'll be like, "Can you help my husband? He's dying." And I'll be like, "Nope."
But I can recite art history for
Yeah, I
you.
can
Like,
explain
would your
my son
husband
about
like to know about
Caravaggio
Art
painting.
Deco?
Yeah, no, you say, I can help him. You get next to him. Michelangelo did a great painting about the process of dying. I think it could really help you right now.
I'm like, "Oh, he's dead. That's
Yeah,
rude."
just Nietzsche once said,
Dead, right,
all
yeah.
life is pointless.
Cowkip, or whatever we've decided on calling you.
Wow.
Yes. What would you-
Milkshake.
That's what I said.
I like milkshake.
Racist
Milkshake.
podcast.
It's your new nickname.
What would your power and name of enemy be?
Okay.
Bring us to tears.
I actually was thinking not of like a power that would be like in an Incredibles movie, but I really like Violet. So I know my arch nemesis would be your boyfriend,
Oh, God.
but I haven't decided what would probably get her to like me.
Do you think
Is that
you
your
would
power?
both just be
Just
two
trying
normal
to get
people?
her to like
You're
you.
sick.
She's definitely not normal.
Forget getting her to like you.
No,
To
she
get
would
her
be normal.
parents to like you, you're gonna need a superpower.
There we go.
Yeah, you said
And
it.
you can pick one.
Yeah.
Wait, so no power?
Probably the power to
Smell
be a good
nice.
man.
Oh.
what, sorry?
That's
Wow.
sweet.
The power to
Also-
woo her heart.
The power to be a nice man
Yes.
without calling yourself a nice guy.
And just
Yeah.
as he does it, in comes Ryan and turns her into a dude.
Plan foiled.
Ryan's like, everyone's an incel now.
Then my superpower is wasted.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is
Yeah.
just Violet or any person or any.
I guess her mom too.
What?
I feel like
Not at
that
the
would
same
not
time,
go
I
over
hope.
well in the
Violet
household.
from The Incredibles, right?
Yes.
Like if you go,
So-
Mrs. Incredible,
Yeah,
I...
Mrs. Incredible is the woman in question. You're putting disrespect on Mrs. Incredible.
No, I'll say
That
Miss
is
and
so not
Mrs.
cool.
Incredible.
Oh, okay.
Mr. as well.
Isn't Violet
Yeah,
underage
is she invited in the bedroom?
still?
I don't know.
She hasn't aged.
I feel like her age
Yeah.
is.
How old is she in the
anonymous.
movie?
I, wanna
I
say
think it's like
40.
around 40.
This is so creepy,
It's
you
like
guys. Like,
16.
I don't know how to
Talking about?
okay.
She's clearly 40.
She has
Violet?
Yes, she's the
Are you-
oldest
are
in
you
her
thinking-
family.
Yeah,
she's older than
it's
her
her.
parents.
It's her lesser known superpower. She ages at like twice the.
Yeah, it goes Violet
Yeah.
is 40,
Twice the speed.
Jack
half the speed. whatever.
Jack is
100.
100, which in this universe is actually younger than 40.
No, Jack just has some Benjamin Button shit. He's
Poor Jack.
Yeah.
He has a weird ice cream on the top of his head of hair.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone's got something.
What a little punk.
So Kaushik, let me ask you a question. If you had to only go for either the mom or Violet, right?
Okay.
Which one would you go for? But you have to answer only the basis of how their superpowers would translate into the bedroom.
There's a right answer and a wrong
Yeah,
answer.
that's
Also-
an easy one. Come on.
Phrase your answer in a way that doesn't make me regret not having women on this week.
Obviously,
yes, all
the
men.
easy answer would obviously be her mom because super flexible, blah 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 blah. But Violet,
That was
but I think Violet has something to her. She has
You can't
she has
find
a
her in
mysticism.
If you've ever wanted to be
yeah,
in a
she's
bedroom
fucking invisible. How's that for
and
business?
feel like
Find
you're
her,
still
yeah.
alone,
Find Violet.
it's perfect. Do you remember the name of her boyfriend? And if you don't, what would you name him?
I would name him Dick.
What?
Classic
So it would
name,
just be
Richard.
easy
Dick.
to make fun of him.
Yeah.
Are you in college?
Yes.
Are you like one of those like prodigies, like 12, 13
No.
years old?
Damn.
Why
right
are you
now,
all
actually.
More
sex
dick.
criminals?
Yeah.
That
More dick
wasn't what we
touching.
were supposed to go for.
Does need a
I
Louis
went with
CK
the
at
wholesome
It does,
power
yeah.
of squishing
God.
people as a planet. Furcon, we now bring the room to you. Say something that doesn't disappoint.
Okay, so
Already I'm let down.
I think my power would be like anytime like I touch somebody for like longer than 6 seconds, I can make them just like do whatever I want.
Ooh, oh
I think that's
God.
cool.
Okay,
Great.
again.
Yeah,
why are we...
I'm joking.
It's not it's not
Here's
like
a
just
fun thought
That's
exercise.
called
Pick
the
something that's-
Imperio
6
curse.
Pick something that's not a crime.
no, but this would be good for like getting jobs. Like I just like I'd like
Still
handshake.
not great.
I get a long handshake in with like the
That's
CEO
too
of the
long of a hand.
This
How
power,
long?
Why is the handshake so long?
this power
Yeah,
has
how long do you have
creepy
to touch them?
applications.
I like to think it's like 2
Because-
minutes.
No.
So like they're like, "Nice to meet you," and you're shaking his hand and shaking his hand, and he's like, "Can you let go?" And you're like, "No,"
Damn it,
and you're looking at your
transformal
watch.
Here's why it's 6 seconds, because if it was just like a 1 second thing, I'd be like bored, because 6 seconds is like not easy, you know. So
Okay.
like I'd have to work to execute my power.
Okay, so you want some challenge?
Yeah, because like if I can
Also,
make
that's, like,
anybody
the
do
perfect
anything,
amount of time to have a sexual experience.
6 seconds.
Around.
Yeah. I'm
That's
gonna
how long
ask
most
you what
people
I
do.
asked Kaushik. How does this translate to the bedroom?
I mean, I guess I wasn't even thinking about that.
Does it have to be a specific location of the body, like the hand, or like...
Anywhere,
Okay, yeah,
brother,
right.
anywhere.
All physical contact.
Yeah,
There we go,
that's what I'm
okay.
saying. I'd go in for a long handshake, and then I'd be like, CEO of Facebook or something.
All right. So
What,
you're
what
like,
if someone just accidentally sits on you for 6 seconds?
Their loss.
That does not happen in college, man. How many times we've
Also, I feel like
Wow.
how would we be sure you're not constantly like committing sex crimes?
That because like
Would your arch enemy also be the
Answer. He would.
that's
Be the
fair.
Me Too movement.
I would say like the people would have free will, but the whole point
That's
of
the
my power.
opposite of what you're describing.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess there's no assurances.
Okay, who
Maybe
would your,
pick a
who would
different
your
power.
arch enemy be other than Ryan, who you touch
Consent.
someone, they obey you, and then Ryan
True
turns them
enemy.
into a boy and you have to touch them again?
The UCPD.
Oh.
What?
The
Oh.
second.
You would-
Lot of
yeah,
crossover.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, what would our team name be? We have our slogan. We shout drugs and boys at the enemy. What would our team name
hey!
be?
I ain't throwing any drugs at the enemy. Those are my drugs.
No, we shout it. You shout drugs and throw kids.
Okay, sure.
All right, so everyone shout out one letter, and I'll try to come up with a name.
It's like the improv game, like one
F.
word at a time.
You.
C.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't say they had to be in order. So we have A, F-U-C-K. Oh, and I didn't say anything.
Fucker.
I'm gonna say Y.
We could be Kakoof.
I'm gonna call us
Fuck-ay.
F-A-O, foul,
Foul.
key.
P. I'm throwing.
We're
a-
the Falkies.
I'm throwing a P in there.
Does that...
Watch that mean.
Now, so we've called ourselves the Falkies or the Furcons. I'm not calling us the Furcons.
Does that stand for anything, by any chance?
It stands for
Fun,
Amazing.
fun, amazing,
Understanding.
awesome, but it's misspelled.
Okay.
Cultural, kids,
in
America.
Yes,
fuck
the
yeah.
last letters have...
Wait, just
The
to
last
better
one's a
just to
silent
better
letter.
formulate this answer, can we just quickly go around and like we all say the powers again real quick, just so we all remember? what they
okay,
were?
like a 3-word recap.
So
okay.
yeah, Vincent, you go.
Should shout out Michael's.
Michael is
What's
dead
Michael's?
to us.
Yeah.
He's the
true.
rogue
That's his
agent.
power.
He
Rogue
went back in
Incredible.
time.
That was
He's
his
gone.
power. Oh, this
Carl
was
is still
time
here.
stopping, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It was Dr. Cox. That was his name.
Okay, everyone shout your powers.
At the same time?
I'm gonna change my answer to flying.
Boo!
See, I can fly too, but when I smoke a lot of weed and not very fast.
That's not then your power. Everyone say
What
your
happens when
power.
you take
Vincent,
ecstasy?
go.
Okay, go.
Oh. My power is the strength
What's your name?
to overcome alcoholism.
Okay.
What's your name?
Strong man.
Felipe, go.
My power is that whenever I take a drug, I get enhanced abilities based on what that drug is, but at the same time, I'm also super high.
Okay, Ryan, go.
I am the boy maker. I turn people into boys.
I don't want to go to jail after recording this. Noah, go.
I'm Optiman, power of super good vision.
Oh, I forgot to give myself a hero name. I'll be
Rafe.
the living
Raph.
planet man. So
Captain
my ability is to turn into a big planet.
Kaushik? Can I add something to Felipe's?
No.
No, that's not what we're doing right now.
Wait,
You're only a freshman.
You're on thin ice.
Let's hear it, and then I'll
Okay.
reject it.
Okay. I feel like Felipe's
Shark Tank.
superpower is an excuse to take drugs. I mean, he could have just had
No.
the superpower.
I won't
Felipe,
deny.
you would never.
No.
Felipe, why are you pulling out a pipe right now?
Think about it this way: you
my
take
God.
you
Heroin.
can choose different
Is that
powers
ecstasy?
based on what you need.
Big crack pipe.
Furcon, what did you land on for your power?
I mean, you know.
My superhero name is Flyboy, and I can fly.
Okay, my
In
superhero
just
name
bedrooms.
is Woman Man, and I have the power to woo
Man.
women.
Oh,
right. The boy maker and the woman man.
Wouldn't it just be better if you said woman?
Okay, and what good are you to our superhero team, woman man?
Yeah, what good are you to the Falcalies?
He's our lookout.
Violet
He's like a
and,
backup. Yeah.
Unless we're fighting an evil.
He drives our
genius.
van.
You know,
That's what it is.
there is a miss, and
we
a miss
drive
is
a van.
incredible. So there's two.
So what's our
I mean, her real
supreme
name
goal?
is Elastigirl, and presumably has another name. Helen Hunt?
Helen's
No,
Parr,
it's,
I think.
I think it's Helen, but I don't think
Yeah,
it's
I think
Hunt.
it is
It's
Helen.
Helen Parr.
Helen Parr?
Yeah, the Incredibles.
what was her
The
name
family
before
name
I
is Parr.
Google it.
What was
Let
her
me
name
Google it.
before she
Yeah,
was
but
married?
Maiden name.
Oh,
It's
I don't know
Helen.
if that's ever addressed.
You don't even know the
Maybe it
lore.
was just Helen Girl.
No,
Are you
oh,
bringing
wait,
back
now.
your devil
Okay,
character,
I'm
Felipe?
googling Elastigirl, and it is Helen Parr. You're right.
Who's Helen?
No, but
Yeah,
we're
but
asking
before
maiden
she was
name.
married.
Oh no. Oh.
Do we
yeah,
know
that's
that?
true.
Find that one.
Let me go to Wikipedia, the site
Helen
website
Flock.
ever.
I think you need to go to that catalog that they have to like do this secret code into.
Yeah, no, I think that's the one.
Like a wiki?
I don't think they ever
What?
address it. No, it's just Helen Parr. Yeah.
I think it might just be Elastigirl.
Take that to the bacon.
That would be
And smoke it.
So what's our supreme goal of our collective or of our superhero?
The
collective?
collective. I
Well,
like
mine's
that. It's very
definitely not to
communist.
fight crime.
Yeah, I feel like a number of us should work on the others not committing terrible crimes.
Yeah, we're trying to stop each other from.
like Vincent seems heroic.
I'm heroic. I can fly.
No,
Like 5 feet off the
Felipe
ground.
just seems self-indulgent. Ryan, I'm sure, will get us all thrown into a Turkish
Well,
prison.
no, I can do great things with
I
my
get us out of
superpowers.
the Turkish prison.
Oh,
Noah just seems like he can read well.
Fuck that! I'll smoke us out of a Turkish prison.
Mine is heroic, darn it. I can.
I mean, you can just send me to Mykonos or like just a beach
Dude,
in
fuck
Greece,
Mykonos.
which is filled with
who's
men.
Mykonos?
I'm assuming
Where?
that's a place in
It's an
Superman.
island.
It's a Greek
I
island.
thought it was a girl.
All right, speaking of our mission statement, Furkan, what does that message say? Okay,
Someone said
fine.
I was having a bad day, and then I heard Furkan's voice, and it got better. Rafe saw that, and he wasn't gonna read it. He's like, "Oh, never mind."
Oh, that's weird. It's signed by Furkan, and now he's doing a masturbatory gesture. Speaking of our mission, Noah had an idea for what our next mission could be, because apparently it's not good enough for us to talk about how we all almost
Is it
drowned.
about boys?
Oh,
No!
Okay.
Relationship.
Well, we're
Yeah,
all
so
here, so
I,
kind of.
I hold random strangers on Brew and Walk to find relationship questions they
How
might
many
have.
strangers?
About 50. I only got 3 questions worth asking.
Okay.
Who'd you ask?
Well, they're going to remain anonymous because when I read these questions, you'll want to be anonymous too.
According to this list, it says you.
And I think
just
Kaushik,
lists everyone right
Kaushik
here.
should take all of them as the womanizer of the group.
For Con,
If you
could I
had
get
his
a fake
eyesight,
name?
you could
A fake
see-
name. I'm
He
going to
was
give
lying.
you
They're all
Jessica
lying.
Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit asks.
Okay.
So, my boyfriend really wants me to peg him. He said it's only fair because he penetrates me for sex. Why not the other way around? I think butts are super gross, so there's no way I want to peg him. Also, I got mad at him for comparing my pussy to his hairy man ass. Am I overreacting, or should I just suck it up and take a limousine ride down his dirt path?
Yes.
Now,
because
Noah-
So a stranger told
Noah,
you this?
I looked over
A
your
stranger told me
shoulder.
that.
That actually said it was signed by you. So I'm not really sure what to make
No,
of it.
no. Come on, Rafe. Don't do him like that. I
quotation
think
mark.
I will.
Also, I want to give a little shout out to my parents because I know they're listening.
Shout out to Grandma. She's just checking in right
Shout
now.
out to Akila's grandma.
There is a right and a wrong answer.
Is there though?
There is.
Oh wait, who's answering? Noah, would you like to answer?
No, I mean, I think at the core of the question is, should your partner be allowed to ask you to do something sexually that you may not be comfortable with if it's not even to you?
Well,
I-
first of
I-
all,
I
let me
think the
just say
question
this, and Furkat, I hope you're listening. The key is consent.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Fergot's
about
just
the
giving
lock?
you the most confused face.
I think the point is, do you guys respect each other? You know, like, is he a bro? You know,
Okay. Should the woman wear a condom while?
Yes.
True,
it's
actually.
not a
On-
real
on the
penis.
peg?
It's a strap on,
Yes.
so
No,
it
but
wouldn't matter.
Like you want to be clean.
Yeah,
You're
are
wearing a
setting an example.
doctor's outfit. You should know this, dude. You should know how like sex works.
I'm wearing a chicken outfit.
Are you wearing a strap-on?
I am wearing a strap on, but not for the
Mine as
reasons
well.
you
We're
think.
actually all wearing
Above or
strap-ons.
below your actual
Talk to
penis?
us.
I attached it to my knee so I could kick people.
I'm gonna answer Jessica's question. I'm gonna say,
Poor Jessica.
Jessica Rabbit.
she's asking. She's like, should I ask my boyfriend? Is that the question?
No, well, her boyfriend is saying, "Can you please do this?" to
Oh,
me?"
okay.
And
She,
she's saying,
Jessica, if you're
she
listening,
should strap on her big boy strap on. That
Familiar
didn't.
with you with
That
this
sounded
strap-on.
better in my head,
You
and then
either
as I
sound
said,
not familiar at all or very, very.
if he wants it, you know, and then if you also agree, hell yeah, that's my
Do
answer.
you agree, Noah?
Jessica Rabbit's boyfriend agrees, but she does not. So
Ah.
the question is, should she just suck it up? Like a mature person would be
No.
like,
No, you don't have to
this
suck
brings
anything
me
up when you're
pleasure,
pegging.
I'm gonna
She
do
should-
it.
okay, I'll say if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. But also feel free to like be
But do
open
it,
to
though.
new experiences. You know,
Yeah,
she might not like
honestly.
it, but also like if she doesn't like it, it's like I didn't like it. You know, it's
Yeah.
like she has power in this dynamic, so she could just be like I don't like this, pass. You know,
Noah,
very
did you want
true.
us to give actual advice?
Yeah, and I got more questions
Okay,
which are
well,
less
all right,
sexual for Rafe's grandma.
Let's go to the next question.
My grandma does not listen to this.
Coming from someone who's well versed and experienced in, I'd
Ryan,
say
why are you naked?
honestly,
I just noticed this.
it's really hot in here. Okay, but I would
Ryan.
say honestly, go for it. It's
Yeah.
college experimentation. You never know until you try it, and honestly, I can say it's really good.
It's like the slogan for Nike: "Just get pegged."
Yeah, just
get
do it.
pegged.
Yeah,
Just peg.
peg it. Yeah.
Okay. Can I get a male name from one of you guys? Random
Fred.
name.
Furkan.
Alfred.
Johnny Borkson.
Furkan
Johnny
Nessa.
Borkson writes, my girlfriend just cheated on me with my best friend,
Oh, this is a text you sent to your friend.
but she has a twin sister that I always got along with really well.
Oh.
Should I try to get it with the twin since they're basically the same person?
Yes.
I think
Wow.
they're like
Yes.
connected.
Yes.
Hold
like,
on, he's
let's
not wrong
dissect
though.
this first.
We all know twins have the exact same personality.
They can talk to each other through their
Like
heads.
Scarlett
Yeah.
Johansson has a twin, and her twin is exactly like her. I don't know if you knew that. She has a fraternal twin brother named like Hunter.
I did not know that.
So the gist of the question is, your girlfriend cheated on you,
Yes.
but she has a sister. Is it okay to start pursuing the sister?
Yes.
Yes,
You're
but
still
only
dating the
if you
sister.
don't tell her.
Yeah.
It has to be a
think,
surprise.
I think identical twins are going to tell each other something.
And
No,
I
no,
think,
no,
I
share a
think also
brain.
I think this relationship is over.
I think you should tell her before the sister tells her.
I think they're gonna tell each other, if not verbally, psychopathically.
Yeah, they didn't even
Psychopathic
tell each
Wait,
other.
wait,
They
wait,
know.
wait. No. There is a chance for trickery here, which is you first sleep with the twin and get some kind of photographic evidence and then send that to the friend that cheated with you
I mean,
They
he
cheated.
He knows, if he's your best friend, he knows that you've been banging at least one of them.
A quick disclaimer, none of this should be taken as real advice.
Oh, no.
We are
Wait,
legally
hold on.
not
No,
accountable.
speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Okay, Furgon has interesting
I would do
choices
this in
for
a
his
heartbeat.
life.
I'm just saying, when twins are involved, there are always chances for trickery.
That's our collective answer. Let's do the next question.
Sure.
Yeah, let's play some music and
Let's
then
take
we'll
our
be right back
Okay.
to end the
We'll
show.
be right back.
Bop, bop, beep, bop.
That's so
Welcome back.
And
Welcome
we're back. Okay.
A representative from Radio Shack came in and gave us free Radio Shack swag.
So yeah, that's been the show for this week.
Plugs.
Yeah, we're doing plugs. We're probably gonna do summer shows, but maybe not. It'll be less consistent. But if you guys would like to join Shenanigans for next year, if you guys are listening on the UCLA radio website and you don't go to UCLA yet, first of all, why are you listening? Second of all, thank you for listening. Third of all, join this other club.
But also, even if you do go to UCLA, there's no limit. Let's say you go, I want to join sketch, but I'm just not that funny. First
Right.
of all,
None of us are funny.
yeah, first of all that.
exactly.
But second of all, there's no expectation that you even need to do anything, because if you just showed up every week and you're like, oh, another funny sketch, guys, no one's going to notice that you haven't submitted anything.
I showed
no
up
one
to
cares.
2 quarters
actually,
of
I
sketch
do, 'cause I'm the
meetings
head,
without
so-
submitting anything. And I submitted something this quarter and it got into the
And
quarterly
Sway-
show.
and that
So,
is the story of Sway time.
we
That
are
was the
very
sexiest
beginner.
sketch.
But the point is, you don't need to be funny to be in
Yeah.
the comedy
Yeah.
club.
You
That's
Come
just,
on, come
you
on.
just need to be, really.
we let Felipe in, so
If you're, and he's still naked.
Yeah,
If
and I'm going to kick you out for
if you're just a little bit interested, come on, check it out. There's no obligation to stay. We're not going to charge you money.
So you can find our Facebook page on Facebook. You can just type in
It's
Shenanigans.
twitter.com.
It's Shenanigans Comedy Club on Facebook. You can also find us on Instagram. We have at UCLA Comedy, which I'm surprised we got that at, which is great. Make sure to come to meetings in the fall.
Also
We're-
follow us on Venmo. It's
Check
at
our
UCLA
Kickstarter
Comedy.
out,
Thanks.
our Patreon.
and we're probably going to have more consistent programming in the fall in terms of a podcast. We're probably going to have a set time that we're going to publicize, and we can be like, hey, you can come in, tune in at 6 p.m. It's the Shenanigans Comedy Show, and that'll be great. And you can be a part of that show if you come to digital meetings or any other Shenanigans meeting that we have. If you're not funny, you can join one of the other teams that we've got going on. So yeah, come through next year. It's going to be great. Anyone else has any final words?
Yeah,
one-
go ahead.
Okay, just one final tip. If you really feel like you're not funny, try to write down 3 things you thought were funny that happened, and more than likely, it's probably because you made them funny, not because they were actually funny.
Here's a tip
Great
I
tip.
learned is anytime you think of something, even if you're like, oh, that's not that great, write it down. Because, well, one, if you try to do the thing where you're like, I want to write something, or I want to write stand-up right now, and you just try to come up with it off the top of your head, you'll get discouraged because you'll be like, I can't come up with anything. So what you want to do is write down what you think
Yeah,
when you
so
think
step 1, just go through the whole process.
We were about, yeah,
Okay,
let's just
what do you
do
want for your
outros.
beatbox? Just anything?
it.
Give us a beat.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Chilling with my friends in the radio station.
Asian.
Oh, yeah.
Station,
Gotta get
station.
swifty.
Wow.
I'm here.
All right, I'm
Everyone listening collectively
Cut
lost
this.
their
Cut
minds.
it.
all right. See you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you for giving us, Grandma.
I'm not petty, I'm just genuinely confused.